Hi, this is Elena. I'm a spiritual mentor and an ascension guide. And I hope these messages that we are covering in this YouTube channel are helping you find yourself, explore yourself from different perspectives, and understand more of who you are. Today's topic is about confidence and security. Let's first define what confidence is and how some people come across overly confident, which is overpowering. It is someone overpowering someone else when they come across like that. And it definitely is connected to the human ego. It is definitely connected to me being a source of authority, that I will overpower you and I'm smarter than you, or I know what you don't know. This is a projection and a facade that comes across in a way that takes away from your own energy, makes you feel less than, not seen, and many other things that I wouldn't like to explain further. I can presume that you have already experienced at least once this kind of confidence, which is very wrongly placed, and it has to do with the 3D world mostly, where someone is wearing a mask of how they will portray themselves or how they want to come across as a protection mechanism, in other words, as a mechanism that I want to show up more confident than you because this is where the whole game relies on, and I can get anything I want out of it if I can succeed that. I'm pretty sure you have seen that in politicians, for sure. You have seen it, I hope not, in spiritualists. And in many other facades of our lives, where someone is trying to sell you something. And I'm not necessarily talking about sales, but also that. Now, when someone is in a healthy way confident within themselves, the difference with that is that they don't feel confident. They are actually secure and safe within themselves. They are in a space of having gone through a deep soul searching, which only means that what I'm having to share with you here is not to overpower you, is not to see you as less than. It is what I have actually understood from my life, from my experiences, from others around me. And I'm not coming here to play the role of someone more important than. So what you can understand, first of all, there is no comparison. You don't feel less, you don't feel that you are not aware of what they are saying or that you should be aware of what they are saying. Now, if these show up, it's good to check in with yourself, because someone that is secure and safe within themselves is inevitably inviting you to be secure and safe within yourself. And if there is a shadow there, of course it will come up, it will show up, and you will feel it. So there is a difference even with that, even if a shadow exists, a difference of how you experience the shadow and how you are made to feel from the other person when they are overpowering you. So for those of you lovebirds that are looking to find and create confidence within yourself, because I've had that from many people in many sessions, in variety of sessions, they're asking me how to build up confidence. Usually for us readers, lightworkers, or even just those that we do shadow work and inner work, confidence, it's not in our mindset, because we've undergone a lot. We have been pushed around in so many ways. And of course, when you do the shadow work, what comes is to actually reclaim your power from different situations. That happens how? Through reflection, through looking back, what you felt, what you experienced, how it was for you, how the other person came across, what they actually wanted to say, what they said instead of that. And in other words, understanding your reactions, your feelings, why something came out of your mouth, and if you judged it in a specific way, and now you're looking back and you saw that that judgment wasn't the truth, but the feeling was saying something else that I can now understand better. It's beautiful because it helps you build security within yourself, safety, that you weren't stupid for saying what you said. There was a reason. You were speaking intuitively. Or there was something else behind the scenes that you weren't aware of at that moment of time, but now you can see the bigger picture behind it. You can understand that there was always something else that you couldn't pinpoint. Through reflection, through looking back in time, in specific situations, in specific conversations, checking in again with yourself, the feelings with the other person, replaying the tape without going through the same emotional charge as you went in the past, you can find yourself, you can understand yourself, you can reflect on what came out, how it showed up, what was the reason or the purpose. You can understand that your reactions have a reason, have a purpose. That helps you build safety and security within yourself, that you weren't that wrong, or you may have been wrong, and that's not bad at all. And you can see where you came from, why, and how you can change that in the future or in the present even. Let me see what else I can improve on myself. Let me see what else I can change in myself, how I can keep to myself the things I need to be processing silently, and where I need to speak up, to speak my truth, to express myself, to show to that person or anyone who that person might be how I truly felt. And it's not their responsibility, but it may also be their responsibility, or they may need to be aware of how their actions make me feel. When it comes to readings, let's go to the most amazing subject of all for us readers, how to be more secure and safe within ourselves. And it's not an amazing subject actually. It is how to build confidence in your readings, in the things you are doing, the energy work, and the channeling you are already creating for others. Because this is another thing that comes through the sessions. How can I show up confidently in what I receive, in what I give, and how I give it? And of course, I will start with the negative aspect of this. I have seen people being confident and giving crappy readings. Crappy readings from the perspective that they don't provide clarity, they provide more confusion. They don't bring any peace, any healing, anything in any way or whatever. And they don't actually check in with their sitters, either psychically or mediumistically, with the resonance of what they have to give as messages, as guidance, as clarity, as whatever that is. So because they are being protective, unconsciously protective of themselves, they want to come across as firm and confident without checking in with the sitter, because they feel that this will bring them off the frequency, off the vibration of the reading. And usually this is where they lose the grip of all of it, and this is why a reading can become crappy, because you're not checking in with me as a sitter. And this is where you lose the whole thing and you go sideways and you give what you think you should be giving from I don't know what kind of energy channeled through this reading or whatever that is. And this is where the reader has to find a space within themselves of peaceful, of calmness, of neutrality, where they have to stand back from their human aspect. So there's no confidence existing in a reading. Really, when you're truly connected with the energy, it doesn't show up as confidence in any way, on any level. When you find a reader showing up as confident, you are with the wrong reader. There's no other way. Because energy has nothing to do with confidence. It has to do with respect. It has to do with reverence. It has to do with truth, with wisdom, with alignment, with resonance, all of these things. And yes, they are beautiful things to be as a frequency. So you have to create a container as a reader for your clients where you come across as the person who is gonna be the mediator for clarity, for healing, for resonance, for truth, for wisdom, for whatever they need to be receiving in the best way possible for them. And it takes away your human aspect completely. Because you are connecting with the role of the healer, of the channeler, of the mediator, of the hierophant, of the priestess, however you want to call it, whatever the role is helping you to get into the right frequency. And this is what changes everything. This is what makes a reading a true reading for clarity, for healing, and everything else that needs to come through. When you are picking up the wand or pointing the finger, I'm gonna be kicking your ass because spirit says this, this, and that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't question that some people need that. Some people do need that, okay? But you have to check in if the person you're connecting with really needs that ass-kicking behavior, that ass-kicking kind of frequency for the messages, for the clarity, for the healing, or if it is you being in a different role from the one you should be all along from the beginning. There's a huge difference in that. I remember receiving an ass-kicking reading and I was, really? Who are your guides? Why are you still connecting with them? Like, they don't give you something that is valuable for me. I'm not a child to be scolded. I'm not someone that needs to be kicked on the ass because I'm not doing something specific. And even if I am in that space of resisting doing something specific, I wouldn't take it in at all if you come across like that. Because you're scolding my inner child, and of course it's gonna get me in a protective role, but also out of respect for myself. I wouldn't be in a place of taking that advice in that style, in that tone, in that way. So we have to be checking in with ourselves of how we come across, if we have disconnected from our human aspect, if we are bringing in the wisdom, the clarity, and everything else the seeker needs, and in the way they truly need it. So reading for someone is not about confidence. It's about being safe and secure, having created that connection within yourself, with your guides, and reading someone psychically that comes from the heart and above in a very nurturing way, that if I need to be kicking your ass, I will be doing it, but for the right reasons, in the right way for you. Not because you trigger something in me and I will be responding to what you are triggering in me, because that's not productive. That has no purpose apart from me learning more lessons as a reader, and I'm not really respecting myself or the seeker. So this is where the safety and the secure comes in, where you have created that trust within yourself and about your connection with your spirit guides, about respecting the other person's energy in such a huge level that comes across as unconditional love, because you have disconnected from your human aspect, because it's not a personal thing to do or to take it personally. It's about you becoming the mediator for something beautiful to happen. So in all of these places and spaces energetically, 5D and above, which is what we are meant to be doing through a reading, through a healing session, to bring that frequency down for the other person in the most loving and the most caring, nurturing way but at the same time, not to allow them to keep themselves back, repeating the same patterns over and over again. There's a subtle balance that needs to be kept here. So being over-understanding doesn't mean it's gonna be helpful in a session. It doesn't mean it is unconditional love either. So you have to find your own balance, and of course you have to trust that you will be connecting with the right frequencies, with the right spirit guides, with the right energies, which you can set as intention before every reading and for your container, so you can provide exactly what the sitter needs in the best way possible for them, so they can actually grow, get clarity, receive healing, reassurance if needed, or some kind of a gently kicking behavior, so they can actually move further from where they are stuck and they don't even realize they are stuck in that space. I hope this brings more clarity in every aspect, and for those of you that keep still trying to find confidence, it's not confidence that you are trying to build in yourself or awaken. That comes as a choice after you have reflected back and seen how your work, how your presence shows up, what kind of a change it creates. And it's about building trust within self, which means you have to question the trust you already have within yourself so many times to break it down to so many pieces and rebuild it in the right way for you. You have to find the security and the safety within yourself, within your connection, and how you show up, which again you have to explore how you may come across or you may feel insecure within yourself. And sometimes it comes as a choice, because reflecting over and over again, sometimes it won't be enough for you. You just have to trust and close your eyes and be safe and secure within yourself and trust your connection, trust yourself in what you are doing, and just be that person who trusts themselves, who is safe and secure within themselves to be themselves. In whatever situation, reading or not reading, or everyday life, it is exactly that. And you can reflect on where that confidence goes when you see someone. You can understand if they are overpowering you or if there's something else you need to look within yourself. Because when someone is in their true essence, they are inviting you without an effort to be in your true essence. So if that true essence has some kind of a blockage there that needs to be acknowledged and transmuted into something else, then that's a great opportunity to reflect on it and move forward. Usually those that are safe and secure within themselves, translated as confident, they are the ones who are gonna bring you to the confidence that you translate as confidence at least, but in the space of safety and security within yourself, without needing to put you down in any way, direct or indirect, in order for them to feel better within themselves. I hope this brings the clarity about confidence and security, because confidence is usually a boost in your solar plexus, a boost in your energy that lasts for a while, as if you are eating a chunk of chocolate, for example, and you have a boost of energy in your system and you're more active and you're more this and more energetic and more of that, and suddenly that drops. We don't want all these ups and downs, but it's good to have that as an experience as well. But what we actually need behind that boost of confidence is the safety and the security within self. And that builds up through time, through reflection, introspection, and a choice. After all of these steps, it is a choice where I will feel safe and secure within myself. I will feel safe to be occupying space to be heard, to be seen, and all of the stuff that comes after this. So you get what I'm saying with this. Please drop me a comment. Let's see and interact, because that helps massively. It helps me find the right messages, the right things to share with you. It helps me channel the right information and bring more clarity to you, even if you are a silent follower of this channel, a tribe member that is silently participating. I want to say thank you for being here, for watching these videos. I would love to see more of the comments, of course, below these videos. It helps with the visibility, it helps with the energy, it helps with connecting with you and understanding you. And as I always say, be true to yourself and be your true self. Please do remember that everything is energy. And there will be more videos on this energy language. That is a phrase that I loved when it came through a couple of videos ago, the energy language. If you would like to book a session with me, a reading with me, a soul energetics session, I would love to connect with you. I would love to see and feel you and be the one who creates more clarity and more safety within yourself. I think that is very important for each one of us, regardless of what else is going on around us. And a huge hug to each one of you participating on this channel. It is very important for me. And see you in the next video with more messages like this, and not only. By the way, something completely irrelevant. How do you find the new thumbnails that I'm using? I'm very unsettled with these thumbnails and how to create more and different. I think every time my energy is shifting, so do the thumbnails. Please let me know if you like them, which one you have preferred more so far. I think everything is me, and at the same time, not me. So I don't know. I'm playing with different ideas. I don't like to be creating, I don't know, something too of an AI image, but probably that's the next change I will be doing again. But these nature thumbnails kind of resonate at the moment with all the elements and the different energies they bring in. I hope you like them. Let me know, because I am very unsettled with all of this lately again.